Hey, how's it going? This is Seth Williams from retipster.com. I'm a land investor, a blogger, YouTuber, podcaster, and my mom tells me I'm special. So today I wanted to talk about one way you can instantly up your land investing game. And this is something I think most land investors have to wrestle with at one point or another, and that is the whole issue of shooting from the hip. What I'm talking about is making offers and closing deals without really taking the time to understand the property, the market, the opportunities, or the other issues tied up with the deal, because no land deal is perfect. And while it's true that we can buy vacant lots at some incredible discounts, sometimes it's easy to get a little bit cavalier about the deals we go after. But it's important to actually spend some time evaluating what you're buying. For example, one very important thing to do with every vacant land deal is understand that property's market value, which is inherently a very difficult thing to do with most vacant lots. When you're going through this process, it's really easy to do something like looking at the assessor's market value and just taking it as gospel truth, or spending 10 seconds concocting your own market value based on comps that aren't really good comps, or just winging it when it comes to figuring out that property's market value and then basing your offers on that. And this kind of thing can really come back to haunt you when you don't do your homework on the front end. And honestly, it is very easy to buy a property without doing your due diligence and understanding all the facts. After all, due diligence is probably the most boring, least exhilarating part of buying vacant land, but that doesn't make it any less important. Now, it's pretty rare that I've lost money or broken even on a deal, but in the few times when I have, the reason boils down to me just shooting from the hip and getting lazy with my valuations and not taking the time to really understanding what I'm buying with that property, and just assuming it's all going to be okay in the end without actually verifying the facts. It's an easy temptation for a lot of land investors because honestly, if you're making your offers low enough, you probably will be okay. But I'll tell you, there are plenty of situations where all it takes is one small, seemingly unimportant material fact to throw a huge wrench in your deal. You can get away with laziness in some cases, but if you're in the regular practice of never getting good valuations and doing your due diligence and your other homework, you can plan on losing your shirt eventually. When you learn to stop shooting from the hip, this can be a huge step in the right direction, but there are still a ton of other levers you can pull to vastly improve your success rate as a land investor. Want to learn more? Go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, and if you got a few more minutes, I'll tell you about another one right here. Talk to you soon.